back more this. Oh, got Smash Brothers in here. I got a new. Oh well, I didn't get it. My mother has just had a tripod, like lying around for phones, and since she's not using it 24/7. We only use it when we're filming stuff for the family, like family videos or taking pictures, so we all need to be in it. I decided I would use it since it's much easier to film with this than with the old setup I had. It's actually terrible. Let's play. Four stars, wow. Pretty good. Okay, I thought I saw something weird outside. Alright, never mind. Back to the Champions Road grind. It fits the entire screen. It feels so weird that you guys can see the entire screen now instead of just seeing like a certain part of it. Got the idea last night when we were filming something for somebody's birthday, and I was like, huh, I could totally use this. Now that I know that you can like tilt the thing and it's not just like normal. It's not just like you can only film with the like, nope, dang it, portrait mode I think it's called. But no, you can also film with normal, like that, as you probably just saw on the black screen. But yeah, that's neat. Never knew that. Hopefully we're not here for an hour like last time, and I can beat it. But who knows? I'm planning on making some more videos on hard game stuff that I've always wanted to do, like beating Jewel, because Jewel is, I mean I've beaten Jewel before, but I've never done it on camera, so I'm gonna do that. Be a nice ender send off to the Deltarune series, since you actually, remember Jewel took me a few days when I originally played Deltarune. Oh, it should be a decently... Oh, that's what that guy did. Oh. Screwed it up. Probably the hardest part about the stage isn't really the obstacles, it's the bottomless pits. For the earliest parts. It's just like, there are bottomless pits everywhere. You get a bottomless pit, you get a bottomless pit, everybody gets a bottomless pit, and it's pretty annoying. Oh no, dang it. Also I'm using a gamepad, not like any other controller, so I don't know if that makes this easier or harder. Never owned a Wii U Pro controller. They don't seem like a big... I don't seem like I would be a big fan of the controller. Wasn't really a big fan of buying controllers when I was like, whatever. I stuck with the 2 Wii remotes that I got, and that me and my brother got for Christmas, and this gamepad for like years until the Switch, where I only had the Joy-Cons, and you know, that isn't sufficient for playing Smash Brothers with friends. So I had to go out, get I got two third parties. Actually no, I got one for my birthday, like this year I got the Switch, a green Yoshi plastic controller that's like third party, and I got like the actual one, the actual like Nintendo Switch Pro controller for the birthday actually I got it next year, then just misremembering things, then I got the GameCube third party for the Switch from my best friend Evie Fan for it as a gift. So yeah, thanks for that again, my dude. Sorry, I only gave you channel art. I wasn't prepared. I don't usually. Whoop. 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 Oh my gosh, barely made that one. Oh, I screwed it up already. Alright, I remember. If I remember correctly, you only hold B. No, what? What the heck was that? Hit the dang. Alright, at least I know what to do now. Alright. I don't really use any power-ups with Rosalina because they cancel out her spin move, and that's the only advantage she really has other than a better jump. In my opinion. Yeah, I remember this. Alright. You need that power-up. Feels good to be recording again. It's been a while since Kirby's Adventure. To be honest, like, felt like a long time. But now that I've gotten out of the feeling that I have to finish a series before I can record anything else. But now, I just want to I record anything I want. I do any game that I want, basically now. So, yeah. I'm watching on Shiny Hunts recently because they're really entertaining to watch. I don't even know why. They're just like people encountering Pokemon, but like they're entertaining for some reason, especially when somebody gets the actual shiny. Like, I just watched one about Shaman, like a shiny Shaman. I don't remember who did it. It was like the guy had a sleepy profile picture or whatever. But I just watched it, and I left a comment, but if anybody, I said like I salute anybody who shiny hunts, because like I really do, because like it's a lot of patience to do that. Seriously, like it takes a while. I mean, like I've tried it once with Zigzagoon. I ended up getting it, but it took like 3 months at least, I think. Got it like at the start of quarantine, like the week of, and I was just like waiting for school to start like the second day, and then I got it, and it was crazy. But yeah, and I was super happy because I really wanted that one, because shiny Obstagoon looks amazing in this game. Yeah, so I really like that. Though I haven't really done much else in the shiny hunting square. I wanted to get a Snivy, but it didn't end up happening because as anybody could tell you about me, I do not have big patience like most people. I don't have that big of a patience. Like, for example, I won't watch a movie that's just like not interesting for the first, let's say, like hour. Because if a movie is not interesting for like the first hour, or a game's not interesting for like, I give a game like usually 3 hours to whatever to make me want to play more. If it doesn't do it in that time, then I'm just like, no, I don't want to play this. It's hard to get into most RPGs that I want to play. Like, example, Pokemon, where like, you guys remember in my original Sword playthrough, or in my Sword playthrough, it was so boring the first few episodes because all we were doing is just, we couldn't catch anything, we couldn't like really do anything other than the tutorial, which is super boring, especially in newer Pokemon games where it goes on for what feels like a few hours. Like, worse with Sun and Moon, because literally the entire first island is technically a tutorial. It tells you everywhere where to go, constantly. It teaches you how to catch a Pokemon without asking you in the first place, which I'm thankful Sword and Shield fixed with their catching tutorial, where if you had already caught a Pokemon before getting there, it was just like, oh, do you need to catch a tutorial? Do you need to know how to catch something? And then Leon's like, oh no, you already caught something, yeah, you're fine. Which, like, yeah, that's cool. I also wish, like, the people who taught, like, usually it's something like the champion or a notable trainer who tells you how to catch a Pokemon. I wish they would, like, train that up, and then, like, if you ever fought them, they would use it, and that would be such a, like, cool thing. Like, if your rival ever taught you how to catch a Pokemon, and then you battle them later, and they have it on their team, that would be such a, like, funny, not funny, but, like, a cool thing. Like, I don't know what Leon catches in the tutorial, but he already uses a starter that none of you use, so it'd be cool that if he, like, used it. If he used the Pokemon, if you went with the catching tutorial. But I swear, like, everybody who played it didn't really need it, so maybe it was just, like, a thing. I don't know. But yeah. Just an idea that I had. Then, I like how, like, in Sun and Moon, before Leon did it, and it was, like, super pronounced that he was going to have the starter on his team. Whatever his name is, Kukui had it, and it was super cool, because I was just like, oh, that's the starter that I didn't use. Wow, that's so neat. Thought it was, like, the coolest thing, because, like, he didn't tell either you nor how that he had it, and that he was going to, or that the twist that he was going to be the final battle, spoilers, for a 4-year-old. Jeez, it's 4 years old already. I'm like, I'm old. Obviously, I can't disclose my own age, but, like, I feel old now. Because, like, seriously, I actually feel extremely old now. Because, like, seriously, that's, like, insane. I feel incredibly old. Like, when I came out, I was, like, I'm not gonna say the actual age, but, like, couldn't formulate good opinions, because I hated the game for some reason. Probably because I was salty that Yokai Watch 2 would also come out, and I was really excited for that, but I didn't end up getting it the year it came out. I ended up playing that, like, 3 years after, in 2019. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Oh, that was a cool, no, in 2018, 2 years after, yeah, 2018. Man, that was such a new experience when I played. Yokai Watch is so cool. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I love that series. I wish this 4th game on Switch would come to the West, but that game is so cool. Same with the sequel. I haven't played the 3rd one, so I wouldn't know if that one's cool yet, but, like, nor the spin-offs, but I've only played 1 and 2. They're the coolest things, though. Like, battle system, great. Story is decent. And the monsters that you can collect are actually pretty cool. If you take a time to, like, learn about their origins. And it actually helped me to discover what a yokai actually was and dive deep into that culture. That's really cool. Which, like, yeah, Pokemon does that too, but Yokai Watch is a more larger scale because the entire, like, backbone of the series is their yokai designs. So it's, like, that's really cool. So I, like, saw some of them, like the, like the Cap'n, or not Cap'n, I think it's Walcappa. Yeah, Walcappa. Walcappa is based off the Kappa, obviously, and everybody knows what the Kappa is because of Cap'n. But they are, in Japanese mythology, a yokai that lives in rivers and drags and eats children into the river. Lures children, drags them into the river, and eats them. And no, I'm not joking. It's pretty dark. Some of the cute monster designs are actually really dark in their, like, mythology. It's crazy. It's like Pokemon. It's like in Pokemon too, where, like, some of the Pokédex entries are, like, insanely dark, such as Frostlass, where it lures, like, men into the forest and, like, tries to either kill them or eat them. I have no idea, but I don't want any part of that. Ow. That was an idiot move by my part. I do a lot of those. Alright, get into the mystery box. Woo! Oh, yeah, what? Sometimes I lose track of time. It feels like it's been like a day when it's actually just been like the entire day. Like if you ever went on one of those long trips and then like when you're on the plane for like 6 hours and then you barely sleep and so it feels like you're living out 2 days. It feels super weird. I always hated those trips. Ah. No, I like the trips themselves, but I just didn't like never liked. Dang it. I always die right there. But I've always have like a love-hate relationship with planes where like I can't wait to go on them, but then once I actually go on them, I'm like, get me off, please, I hate this. It's weird, cause like, it's like a car ride too, except you can look out the window at a car ride and it's pretty entertaining. I swear, I played a little bit of a game for like 30 minutes in a car ride, and then I just stared out the window, listening to music from games while doing nothing on like a 2-hour car ride trip for like an hour and 30 minutes, and it was great. What the heck? I hate this part of the stage, by the way. But yeah. And then there was what was I gonna discuss next? Oh my gosh, I got completely off track. I went from talking about crud. Well, anyway, yeah, Champions Road, cool. I like the stage. Completely understandable why Nintendo hasn't really added anything to Mario Maker 2 in a few years, in like the year that it came out, because like, yeah, I would have liked it, but it wasn't like the booming success that Mario Maker 1 was, despite being on a more successful system and more people buying it too. And it's crazy because like it didn't really sell that well apparently. Like it sold well, but it didn't sell as much as some other Mario games and Smash Brothers and Mario Kart sold, because like it's a game where you make money, you'd think it'd be way more popular. Crazy. Also, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is criminally underrated, needs to sell more, and New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe, great game, I like it, but like, doesn't deserve to sell that well compared to DKC Tropical Freeze. DKC TR, one of the best 2D platformers just ever in general. And it's criminally underrated, especially in sales, when compared to frickin' New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which is just the same exact Mario game from like 10 years ago on the DS. Ugh. I complain too much. Seriously. I mean, like, half of my opinions are kind of complaints. Also, if everybody's like, oh, why don't people have ugly villagers? People hate ugly villagers too much. They're like, talk about how bad Tom Nook is, and they kick out ugly villagers. Well, yeah, Tom Nook isn't that bad of a guy, but the reason nobody wants ugly villagers is because, first of all, they're ugly. Second of all, if they were like so, PUBG said something about this in like his thing, but he said he wants like the mean villagers back from like Animal Crossing Original, and yeah, I can totally agree with that. Like seriously, that'd be so cool to get them back. Like mean villagers that don't like you, and then you have to win them over, because you would be totally more like, what is it? Accepting of them being in your village if you hated them, because then you could like grief them, make them wear dumb clothes, stuff like that, and it would just be so cool, so much better, because then people would have a good balance between cute and ugly. But for now, it's just like they're just the cute villagers but uglier. So then why wouldn't you just want the cute ones, because they look better? That's what I think, at least. Though what's their name? I completely forgot. The Gyroid Bunny is the cutest thing to me. I don't even know why. It doesn't have a soul, technically. She's so cute. I don't even know why, though. Because, like, she doesn't... People say she doesn't have a soul, but, like... She's so cute, though. She talks about gardening all the time in my village. It's so nice. Why don't I get enough height? Why don't I seriously get enough height? It's so weird. I should stop being fancy. Alright, what was that? I totally landed on that platform. Come on. That was pretty dumb. I gotta admit. We're only 20 minutes in and I don't have anything else to talk about, so I have no idea what to say because, well, I got nothing to do since it has been only a day since I recorded the last episode. Well, it has been too long since I got a collective song. You jump really high with wheels on there. I never noticed that. I never understood why 3DS capture cards are so rare though, because like everybody who talks about them, like wants to talk about a 3DS game, they have to use what I basically do right now, because since I don't have a capture card for anything, it's weird. I never got that, but I don't really care. People put a lot of effort in it. Apparently that costs a lot of money too, which is insane, I think. What the heck was that? Come on. That was dumb. Can I talk about how much, like, the legendary music in Pokemon is slept on? Because, like, seriously, do you know, like, how good that music is versus Giratina versus the 3 legendary swords versus, like, friggin' Yveltal and Xerneas versus Solgaleo, Lunala? They're all bangers. But all anybody ever talks about is verse Red and verse Cynthia, which, in my opinion, isn't even that good. Like, yeah, it's a good song, but it isn't like the epic that everybody says it always is. And like, oh, you're gonna get wrecked by the Garchomp, oh. Because yeah, she's a cool character, but like Infernape, I feel like it's been beat into the ground how cool she is because nostalgia. Because, like, yeah, she's a cool character. I really like her. Very cool. Game's pretty good, but, like Infernape, it's just, like, that's all anybody talks about now when discussing cool Pokemon characters or good Pokemon songs, and it's just getting super annoying. Just like how whenever I mention a good starter, everybody's just like, but Infernape? But Infernape, though? Or, but Sceptile, though? Sceptile, though, is so much better. It's just, like, getting really annoying because that's the nostalgia craze right now. Probably how the people from Gen 4 and stuff felt, Gen 4, 5 stuff, felt when Kanto was the nostalgia craze and Charmander and Charizard was everybody's talking about. Everybody talks about how overrated Greninja is. Yeah, Infernape is just like... I hear people talk about how cool Infernape way more than Greninja. I really like Greninja. Like, really cool. Used him in Gen 6 when I first played through. Very cool. Isn't like a god like people say he is. No. Still cool though. What do I think of Infernape? You know what, actually, you shouldn't think about that like that. Because I have this mentality where I, like, complain a lot too much. No, I have this mentality where, like, whenever somebody hates on a game, a popular game, let's just, like, pull one out of the bag. Undertale. One that's on my mind. Undertale, I guess. where like everybody just hates it just because it was popular one time and people were raving about how good it was. So now when whenever anybody discusses it, they always have to talk about how terrible the fandom is and how it isn't as good as people once thought. And it's just like, shut up. I don't care. Just state your opinion and leave, please. Come on. It's just like, why? It's getting really annoying, especially since everybody's re-reviewing it because the Switch version came out. Like, not even that recently, but pretty recently, I guess. But, yeah. But yeah, there's just like, I don't get it. So, I shouldn't. Cause like, seriously, I just don't get it. But it's fine. I could like, totally not. I should stop saying that because like, that's the opinion that I have on Infernape, or the entirety of Gen 4. So I should like, relax with that. Cause like, in reality, I should stop saying that because, well, that's kind of like how people think of Undertale now, or any other fan favorite game that people thought was oversaturated. Cause like, yeah. I really do like a lot of fan favorite games, like the ones that got super popular. Like the only one that I haven't played that's from the 21st, that's from like this century, was probably like Fortnite, which I really didn't play because I didn't really have that much interest in it. Like, yeah, it's a good game. I can see how quality it is. Just that I don't personally like playing it. And yeah, people can play it if they want. Who cares? Let people have fun. Don't just be like, oh, he plays Fortnite, I hate him. Because, like, the only thing that I could say that is pretty annoying from the fan base is the, like, cringy people just doing the dances, which is, like, yeah, same thing with every other fandom. Undertale, Steven Universe, what is another one? What can I say? Five Nights at Freddy's, Village Club. Because, yeah, I was technically a part of almost all of them. If I'm being completely honest. I was a part of almost all of them that interest me, which was technically all of them, because they were all really subversive and really cool. Other than Five Nights at Freddy's, which was just my baby's first horror experience for me. And which terrified me. Which now I look back on it, I'm just like, wow, the game isn't that scary, but I like the lore, I guess. It's pretty cool, and they're fun to play. But like, yeah, the lore is very complicated. Baby's first Kingdom Hearts, in my opinion. Because, geez, what is even going on in Kingdom Hearts stuff? What is even going on in Kingdom Hearts, though? Because, like, people are talking about how good the games are, but then they're, like, talking about how bad the games are, and it's just like, why do you like this series again? Because, like, a lot of people only like the first or second game, and then I'm just like, what? And I hate the third one. I'm just like, why are you a fan of this series? Why do you like this? And then they're just like, oh well, the magic of the first and second games were so good, and I was so hyped, and I'm just like, well, thanks, but you didn't play any of the other ones, I'm guessing, because they were not good. So why can you really still call yourself a fan? It's kind of like my thing with a lot of games, because, like, I like 3 of the 5 Paper Mario games, so over half of the franchise I like, so yeah. But I really like The Simpsons, though I've only watched, like, 3 seasons, and how many seasons are there? Not that many. Oh, that's nice. But, yeah. Thank you, Gamer20 for subscribing, because I just got the notification. Thank you. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. Like, I've only played so much of The Simpsons. I've only watched so much of The Simpsons, and can I really call myself a Simpsons fan anymore? Because, like, there's so many episodes after, like, the first 3 seasons that it's just, like, can I truly call myself a fan anymore? Because, like, same thing that, Arlo YT, that cool guy, the puppet. Yeah, the same thing that he did. Like he made a video on Paper Mario like that, and it's just like, yeah, like, can you really call yourself a fan? Can I call myself a fan of Yokai Watch? I haven't. I only played the first 2 games. Those were amazing, but like, I really haven't. I haven't played the 3rd one, so I can't really formulate an opinion on it. Neither have I. Neither have I played the Switch game, which like makes sense. Region locked. But then I haven't even played like the spin-offs either. So like, can I really call myself a Yokai Watch fan anymore? It's just like, huh. I didn't think about that until he made his video on it and he said that. Or Animal Crossing, I've only really gotten into New Leaf and New Horizons. I haven't played Wild World. I've played Wild World, but I didn't really like it that much. And I haven't played the original, nor have I played City Folk. So can I really call myself a fan? Yes, I can, because half the Animal Crossing fans have only played New Horizons and are only fans of Rayman. Rayman! Oh, Rayman! Oh, I love those games. I love Legends. Legends is one of, like, along with Tropical Freeze, deserves so much more love than friggin' New Super Mario Luigi Deluxe. Why did that game do so well? Like, seriously. What's his name? Legends? I love Rayman Legends. I love Donkey Kong. Why do I have this curse where whenever I love a game so much, it's just like, it's doomed to be non-successful for its entire life. Like, Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix, probably one of the best 3DS games. I don't even know if that game did well, and I've only know one other person who's actually played it and loved it, which is a YouTuber, so I technically don't even know them. But yeah, then there is, like, Rayman, which I only technically know 2 other ones that actually like him. 2 other YouTubers who actually like Rayman, so I can't say I know anybody else who... I know anybody else. Yokai Watch, yeah, I only know 1 other person on God's green earth who actually likes it, and it's a reviewer. And every other reviewer for some reason does, and 1 other reviewer said he didn't like it, so it kind of cancels it out. I don't know. But yeah. And Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze getting amazing critical reception other than Games Radar, which rated it 6 out of 10 for being bland, and it's just like, no. You're objectively incorrect. But like, everybody has their own opinions, of course I'm joking, but like, yeah, like that game I think the Wii U the Wii U one sold better on Wii U, it sold better on Wii U than Switch, which is like, wow. Huh. I just feel bad. 3D World, if it got ported, it would sell really well, I think. Because Mario, and Mario's Mario. So yeah. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is booming. It's crazy how much that game sold. And it's great because I love Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so since everybody else plays now, well, I can play with everybody else, both online and locally, so yeah, it's fun. Mario Kart is always probably the highlight of every system along with Smash Brothers, because like, I love Mario Kart and I love Smash Brothers. They're some of the best titles of a system, other than GameCube, which, don't kill me, I don't really like Double Dash, if I'm being completely honest. The mechanics don't feel that crisp, and all too good. And it's way too slippery, and I can barely drift. It feels like the first game. But hey, what do I know? But yeah, they're always really good. I completely forgot I was playing a video game and not just talking to myself. Jeez Louise, I need to get a life. It isn't this. I have to make more reviews, because I feel like that's what people want better. Na 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 bum 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 dun 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 dun. It's a really crummy day outside, very cloudy. But I like it that way because I stay inside all day. Anyway, so makes me feel much better about doing that. Enemy spotted. Bro, why'd you hit me? I love when enemies accidentally kill other enemies of their same, like, thing. And it's just like, bro, why'd you do that? And I just feel bad. And I'm just like, why did I do that? Dun, 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 Galaxy 2 was one, if not the best game on the Nintendo Wii. What the frick was even that? Well, how come sometimes when I freaking long jump, spin jump, I make it, but then other times I don't? Maybe it's just like I use the height differently, who knows? Now, if I had Odyssey controls with this level, I would destroy it. No question. Like, if I had Odyssey, if this was an Odyssey level, I would be completely okay with this, because, like, it would be much easier in Mario Odyssey. It doesn't have a run button, so you need to toggle a few things, but, like, yeah, it'd be so much easier. Jeez, that gave me so much. I took my eyes off the game for a second and got completely scared that I fell off, and I didn't, thankfully. The strategy is to... Never mind, I can't explain it anymore. But the strategy is to keep the power up until we get to the... whatever. We keep the mushroom until we get to the other side. Till we get to the piranha plant where we sacrifice. And we can actually beat the level then. Dun, 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 dun. I also saw this like remake of Champions Road on Mario Maker, and like yeah, but it's much easier in 2D than it is in 3D because like it doesn't have to do as much. I also never gotten the video game trope where like if you dash across like that and you don't fall through, it's just like yeah, I know it's not supposed to be like real life, but like that makes no sense even in Mario's universe. He's not jumping, and he doesn't have any aerial mobility, so like I don't get it. Looks like I'm jumping much higher when I'm smaller for some reason. It's weird. Dun 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 dun. Have you seen the the Scooby-Doo Blair Witch Project parody? It's so creepy. It's so weird. So off character for Scooby-Doo. Like, look it up. It's crazy. But yeah, it's really funny also. They act like actual human beings. They like argue, they get scared. It's crazy. What they did with that like special. Banana can't wait to die to a stupid lip. Hitbox, oh boy, I can't. Oh, just amazing. Alright. Did it wrong already. Nope, did it wrong. Hey, name it. I hate this section so much. This is the worst section of the level. Because, like, the 3D, 2D perspective. Oh! Well, alright. Because of the 3D, 2D perspective that, like, really doesn't lend itself well to that. So it would not be easier in actual 2D. Like in Mario Maker 2D. Jesus, no! Ah! No! I was so close. Dang it. I hate this. I should stop saying I hate this because it's letting the level win. Calm, cool, and collected. Calm, cool, and collected. Till then, stay calm, cool, and collected. You guys want to know why I say, like, for whatever I'm doing next in my outros? Because I don't know what I'm doing next. I don't know what I feel like I want to play. Truly. I don't know what reviews I'm going to make. I don't know what, like, whatever I'm going to make. It's crazy. Dun, 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 dun. I also always want to try out, like, streaming a game, but never be able because you need to have 1,000 subscribers to do that. So yeah, and that's not happening soon, I don't think. Unless like something huge happens, which no, not happening. Still, I edit with iMovie, so I don't think that anything huge is going to happen in like a few years. Maybe like, yeah, like I said, in a few years, but not like gonna have a big boom one day and it's just gonna be like, oh my gosh, I got 100 subscribers in a day. That would never happen. Cause like I don't want it to happen because I want to like pursue other things other than YouTube. Like yeah, it would be nice to do that, but judging by everybody else who has a channel and does this stuff, they don't seem like they enjoy it, but it doesn't seem like it's a stable job, and I want a stable job because I worry a lot, and I don't know what that would do to my system if I didn't have a stable job. I don't think teacher is a stable job either, so I wouldn't know. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Well, for now, this is just gonna be another hobby, along with playing games, of course, and doing art. And then school's there too, and then I'll become like something. I don't know what I'll become. You know, I want to become a teacher of some sort, but I have no idea where I'll be ever. Just in general. Because who knows? No! Dang it. Dang it. What the heck? Come on. I am act. Oh my gosh, it's already 11:21. And like the last time I checked, it was 10:40. Looks like it's gonna be another hour-long episode, folks. I also usually post these around when I go to sleep because I have nothing to do with my phone after that, so I just like put it uploading, turn out the light, go to sleep, and then it uploads overnight. Usually the video does terribly because, well, nobody watches stuff at that time, but it's fine. I don't usually care. Dun, dun, bum, 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 bum. Are you kidding me? Alright, come on. That was dumb. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, that scared me. Aspire for the camera, come look sharp. Break your soul and break your heart. Much bloodshed, through the messes I will come on, now let it done. Come on, now let it done. All across the blurry I see underground, don't you gather round. They're watching us, you know. Let's put on a good show. Who's hot show? How great am I? Oh, you know, put down the pen. Hear the people sing till the masses are green. Nat-ta-ta, nat-ta-ta, isn't it? Although I put on a marvelous show. My time, now the game's lost. And now goodbye, my friend. Beauty. Dun, dun, dun. Here is a place where heroes met at dawn. You're the underground #1 and only star. The show must go on, so please write on minute time. As you pose and you boast, we know that you have it all. Cheer of your band gives you power and it's on. Love, please meditate. No one you take my call. On your good one. So now you know, ooh, the only show she been you for fool of me as your foe. And all this danger would have been arranged. To herself, I don't know. But you forgot there's a twist in the plot. What the? That's the nothing on you. Wow, with the death of the shadow, that hack of this robot human, please. I didn't mean it. Please, you run that excuse to the ground. Dribble, we've already seen it. Trust me, just turn him around. I will achieve perfection. Save the monsters and humans and me. Take my life into a new direction. Hang on, is that a mirror I see? But yeah, if you couldn't tell, 2016, 2017, big boy Undertale fan. I still memorize that memorized for some reason. It doesn't matter that I'm kind of singing or humming or whatever because nobody watches as far into the video anyway. So it doesn't really matter. These cubes, these ruby cubes or whatever they're called, they remind me of the like one level in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze where it's like it's a frozen like ice pop maker thing, and you have to like traverse around all these like fruit flavored ice pops. It's so cool, and like I can't stop gushing about that game. Such a great game. 100% it with Funky Kong, and I'm almost finished with 100%ing it with normal Kong. I haven't gotten all the puzzle pieces though for either of them because while they're cool, like bonus content, I don't really need to look at all of it, and I don't care about that much, and I don't want to subject myself to the torment that is one heart bosses, so yeah. Maybe I'll make that a series once I finish this, because after Javel, I'm just gonna do some hard stuff, like hard games, play some hard games. World, playing the world, hard is a game. It isn't that hard. People overestimate that game, because yeah, it's hard, but like once you know what you're doing, it's like impossible quiz. It's just like you do that, you're done. But I argue, after watching it and playing it, it's not that bad. People just oversell it because they're like, oh, it's called. I could literally reskin, like, because it's just like, it's not hard, it's cheap hard half the time too. Because it's just like, oh, well, you move super slowly and it's an artificial difficulty because, like, you move super slowly, the controls are terrible, you move super slowly, and there's like enemies every side of the screen, so it's just like, how do you even do it? You have to like practice it a million times, and it's just like, how is it fun? Not a good game in my opinion. Couldn't tell. Charging Shucks. Charging Shucks. I'm so happy. My favorite enemy, Charging Shucks, is in the game. It's not like all of you guys spoiled it to me in my Mario 64 video. If you get that, you're a true champion. Did nobody actually take the stairs? This place is so much fun. I love the aesthetic of 3D World and stuff because it looks really nice in my opinion. Like, yeah, it's super plasticky and that's what everybody brings up in their reviews. They're like, it looks nice, but they look like toys, so it doesn't hold a candle to Galaxy. But I think it really looks really nice. And I really do like this game a lot. Just that I've played it so much that I got bored of it to the point where I wanted to 100% it. Even though I've never 100% anything other than 3D Land before, so... Couldn't tell I'm not that good at games. Even games that I love to death, like Mario Odyssey, haven't 100%ed it yet. Or Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, of course. Or any of the Pokemon games other than Sun, where I beat the decks with a friend. Ugh. All I do after beating Pokemon games is just hunt for shinies. Because that's... I've never gotten like a random one before, other than in... I think I've told you this before, but emulated Fire Red version, I got a shiny Weedle in Viridian Forest. And I freaked out. And my mother wanted to know what was going on. Make sure I was safe, and I was like, no, it's nothing, I just found something cool. I usually find a lot of shinies around people, and then they're like, what's going on, are you okay? Other than Zigzagoon, which I found by myself at 6 in the morning. Ugh! I lose my freaking power-up on the Anteaters, and then I just like, what do I do? Just like, why? But why? No, what? Alright, don't let the game make you mad, Peter. He's dumb because I don't get it. The smaller hitbox makes it easier to not get hit, but then, like, I need the extra hit. That's why I like games where it's like, what is it? Like, where it's just a model of the character, and you go. And if you take damage, well, you just lose a heart point. Like, yeah, Mario's system is iconic, but I'd much rather play a game where I had, like, 3 hearts instead of a mushroom and fire flower. Which technically all mean the same thing, but, like... Yeah, that's why I like the Zelda system better, where, like, you have a set of heart points, your hitbox doesn't change, so it doesn't get janky sometimes. Because, like, Small Mario... I always had this testament ever since I was little, but, like... There's strengths and weaknesses to each, like... Nobody ever believed me on this, but there's strengths and weaknesses to having a power-up and not having a power-up in Mario. Because, like, if you don't have a power-up, yeah, you can't take an extra hit, but you have a smaller hitbox, so then you don't get hit as easily. But if you're a big Mario, you have an extra hit to tank a hit, but you also become big, and you're easier to hit, you're a bigger target. I've always had that sentiment ever since I was little, so yeah. That's why speedrunners usually use Small Mario or Small whatever character they prefer. Usually Toad in most, I guess, speedruns, or usually Toad or Peach, I'm guessing, because they have the most broken. They're either really fast or have a really broken ability. But yeah. Yeah. I remember one point in my life, I really wanted to play a Crash Bandicoot game, and I finally got to, and it was really fun. No, what? No! Oh, I made it back, barely, but, like, I lost my power-up, so this is a lost cause of a run. Oh, my God. This is a conundrum. Fun, but I won't be, 'cause I respect your time. Who would watch me for an hour doing this? I don't know, but who knows? Maybe people are sadists and just don't have anything to do better than watch some weird person play some Mario and make some lyrics about how he doesn't like certain things in his video games, such as Infinite or freaking Rapid Dash was overrated, no matter what you say. Alright, what was that? Come on. That was pretty dumb. What the frick? No! I mean, like, seriously, dude, that hurt like a butt cheek on a stick. Like, dude, that's all I heard for, like, a year. Like, lions are good, but, like, people overuse them a little bit too much, in my opinion. Like, for, like, 2 years, all I heard was, like, vines, and I didn't even know what they were, and then I finally heard them, and I was like, oh, those are actually pretty funny, but, like, I've heard them a million times. Like, butt cheek on a stick, or watermelon, or some other ones that I've heard a million times in my school days, back in elementary school, primary, or wherever you're from, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't, it's not that I don't like it, it's just I'm not used to saying stuff like that. Finished primary school, and I'm just like, what? What is primary school? And then they're like, oh, it's first to fifth, or whatever it actually is. Because I have no idea. Because it's different everywhere else. It feels like it's like first, fifth, sixth, seventh, I have no idea. Crazy. I don't know! Do you ever love a game, but you also hate it? That's how I feel right now. I love this game. It's a great game. One of the best. On the Wii U, that is. Which isn't saying much when you have such amazing titles as Mario Sonic at the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympic Games. But you know what I mean. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna play Ring Fit Adventure on intense mode on this thing. That would actually kill me though, because like I tried it on normal and it actually was a really good workout, but it also killed me. Come on, baby. Right before Thanksgiving, so just making room for food. Come on, baby. Oop. Remember like the week leading up to Sword and Shield and then it coming out and me feeling really left out because like, if you didn't know, I still do, I do Christmas. But like, so I had to wait a while to actually have Sword and Shield. And it was pretty painful. Like, obviously first world problem, because like there are pains like hunger and other things that are much worse. I get it, but if you've ever had the sensation of having to wait for something that every one of your friends has for some reason, it's just like true pain. If I'm being honest, because I went to the library and all anyone was playing was Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I was actually in pain. And it was just like, that was the first time I talked to Larry Meowth when Evefan showed me his Switch, and he was on like the route before the first gym with all the flowers and stuff. And like Pikachu and Eevee, the people dressed up as those guys. Yeah, that route. And he showed me, he had to go to the bathroom, so he just told me to watch over it. But instead of just watching over it, I played a little bit, and I saw the second evolution to Scorbunny, because he had that. I saw Galarian, and that was it. It was really cool. But yeah, I was super hyped, and it was also painful. But eventually I got it, super excited. And it was probably like the most excited I've been for a game in a while, other than Smash Brothers, which was like actual pain. Because like, not everybody had, it's not that everybody had it, was just because all the YouTubers making like only content about Smash Brothers, and I avoided all of it. But like, it was terrible, because I didn't want to get spoiled on anything. Also, I wish, like, they did what they did in the older Smash Brothers titles, where they don't just like reveal every character before release, and they instead like leave some that would be super hype in the game to unlock for yourself, because then it's just like, I remember hearing rumors about unlocking Sonic and Brawl, and being like, no way, and then we like fought a million times just to like see if we could unlock them, and we finally did, and it was the coolest thing, and we thought that was the last character. Nope, psych, Wolf is. And I had no idea that Wolf even existed in the game, because he wasn't in the adventure mode, nor was he like one of the first characters to unlock. He's one of the last, really. So we never ended up unlocking him until I got Brawl again, and I played all of it, and did like the story mode cinematic encounters, and got Wolf, and I was like, oh yeah, Wolf, he exists. I forgot about him. It was really cool. So Bowser doesn't stand a chance. Go save the day. G number one. I'm a Luigi number one. Attention YouTube. Now you face Luigi. Even if it's not the best, even if it's just a jest, DDD is still the best. You get that? You're a real boy. Oh my god. Alright, last encounter, boys. I'm so used to saying that. I'm not used to saying that. I'm so used to seeing people say that. Last try, boys. Actually terrified. No! Alright, well, last try. It's just like there wasn't a good opening. There wasn't a good opening for me to fall down there. Well, that sucks. Because I was so close. My power up, ugh. Well, that's all the tries I'm doing for today, so see you guys next time, and bye. For whatever I'm doing next, bye.